Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and first thing to mention for this week's news update video, I do have a couple of booster packs I'm going to be opening up. And we're getting into the more recent sets. I do have a Roaring Skies and an Ancient Origins. So I'm going to open these up at the end of the video, and as always, the code cards are going to go to 2 random viewers who will comment on the question of the day, which I'll give out at the end of the video just as I'm about to open up these booster packs. So stay tuned for that. If you want to get into the running for the code cards for TCG Online, just check out the question of the day and leave your response in the comments below using the hashtag QOTD, so I'll know it's related to the question which I will give out. Now, second thing I'm going to mention, news-wise, is a brief little recap of my experiences in this weekend's Festive Feud. Now, it was an amazing series of battles. You play 30 battles over the course of the weekend, and they're mostly just for fun. Of course, you can have bragging rights if you want to, but the main goal is, of course, that Happy Hour Delibird, which will be distributed starting on December 25th is what they're shooting for. Now, I wanted to have a screenshot of my overall end results of the wins and losses and such, but unfortunately right now the global link as I record this is down for maintenance, so I can't get that screenshot at the moment. But what I will do as soon as they are up and running again, I'm going to try and get a shot of that and put it on my Twitter. So if you're curious to see the actual results, follow me on Twitter. There is a link down in the description, and I'm going to have that up there. I've gotten into the process of tweeting out little random videos and stuff from some of the Festive Feud battles as well. A lot of interesting things like, how often do you get to see a Talonflame use Dive? Well, if you follow me on Twitter, you will see stuff like that. I love me first. It's such a fun attack. Anyways, so yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want to see that. Basically, from what I recall, going into the last battle, I was at the end of the battle, which I did win, I had a 17 wins to 13 loss ratio, which is a, 56% win ratio, which, based on my previous track record on this channel with Wi-Fi battling, that is very impressive. I'm very proud of myself for assembling a decent team, and I'm proud of my Pokemon for pulling through with the super training and the moves I gave them. And yeah, we didn't get massive victories. We're still just a little above the 50% mark, but I was very happy with the results. And I think the rating I wound up with was just a little over 1550. So I'm going to try and get, like I said, a screenshot of the actual ratings, put that on my Twitter. And we had a lot of really amazing, impressive battles. Some really cool plays were being made. I don't know how many Mega Latios I one-shot knocked out with my Sceptile. Now, I was quite happy with that. Now, I did record a lot of the battle videos in the Versus Recorder in Omega Ruby, so if you do want to see some more of those, like the battles with post-commentary, I might start doing some of those, so just let me know if you'd like to see things like that. I can put up like maybe a bonus video every Saturday of a post-commentary of one of those impressive battles, like I did with I showed you off the training battle that I had in the rating, or the free battles on the battle spot when I went up against those Mega and Primal Legendaries and destroyed them all. So if you want to see things like that, just let me know. That's not the official question of the day, however, but I would like to know if you'd like to see some of those battles. So anyways, that's my brief recap. Now, something I'm going to mention is I've had a couple people recently in the comments asking if they can get my friend code so we can do some online battles. And I could give it out right now, but admittedly right now it's the holiday season and I don't have a lot of spare time, free time to do some battles other than the battles that I am recording for the channel. So it wouldn't do much good to give out my friend code just yet. But what I would like to do, as my schedule frees up a little bit more at the start of the year, I'd like to start actually featuring some battles online versus some of the viewers. So I've seen other Pokemon YouTubers do things like this, where they will feature a series of battles, a series of videos of battles versus some of their viewers. So I think maybe I can start something like that as well. Now, if you're interested in that, just let me know what you think. If you'd like to have some, viewer engagement battles, I guess. And what they usually do from the people that I watch, if you, like I said, follow me on Twitter, because they will sometimes tweet out when they're looking to do some battles, and then anyone who follows them on Twitter can try and link up for some battles with them, send them their information for connecting and things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And as I say, at the start of the year, when I have a little bit more free time, I can probably get into doing something like that as a new series on the channel. Now, all I'm going to mention other than that is, I think that covers everything I was going to say about that. Yeah, so we're going to move into a big announcement from the world of Pokemon, and it relates to the 2016 World Championships, which are going to be held in San Francisco, California. I forget which month, but somewhere towards within the last half of the year, I believe it is. Now, they've announced the official format starting January 1st, 2016 that's going to be held at all video game championships in the Play Pokemon events. For the first time since 2010, something amazing is happening. Now, first of all, the basic format is going to be double battles in Omega Ruby, as it always has, or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, as it always has been. And there's going to be some restrictions. You have to always have, you can't have more than one of the same kind of Pokemon on your team, like the same species. They have to be different. And they all have to have different held items. And as far as held items go, the only banned item is Soul Dew. So your Latios and Latias isn't going to get that massive boost from I believe it boosts their special attack, it's supposed to do. But anyways, whatever it does, you're not going to be able to use it. And the biggest announcement is, now, all along this way of Pokemon battling and stuff, you know how Pokemon have been prohibited, such as, say Mew and Celebi, even the new Hoopa has been prohibited, but there's been other Pokemon that you were not able to use, certain powerful legendary Pokemon. The big announcement for the 2016 season is Pokemon such as Mewtwo, Lugia, and heavy hitter legendaries like that are going to be permitted in the World Championships. This is a huge announcement. Like I said, 2010 was the last time that people have been able to use these powerful legendary Pokemon. So the main list of legendaries that are now permitted that were previously banned, we got Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. Of course, the Megas and Primals of those are going to be permitted as well. And moving into the 4th generation, we got Palkia, Dialga, Giratina. Up to 5th gen, we got Zekrom, Reshiram. I don't know why I'm counting with my hand, I already lost track. Reshiram and Kyurem are going to be permitted. And from Generation 6, Xerneas, Zygarde, and Yveltal. I said them out of order. But those main, I guess you can call them mascot or poster legendary Pokemon, are going to be allowed. So I don't know what this is going to do for the overall format. Like if we're going to still see the forerunners of Mega Kangaskhan and Landorus and Cresselia, if they're still going to be able to hold up against these new powerful legendaries that are coming into the format, it's going to be really cool to see how things play out, and I'm really excited to see the World Championships later this year. And as I did for last year's, I'm going to watch them as much as I can, try to tweet out and comment about them as they happen. So I am really looking forward to seeing these, and I'm hoping that I can actually start getting some video game battles going on at my local league as well. I could start getting something like that started up, and if so, possibly record some of those battles to feature here on the channel. But we'll see how that goes. We're going to possibly get into that starting in the new year. But it's really going to be cool to see these legendaries in battle. Alright, so that's actually all I'm going to waste your time with today. I'm going to finish up mentioning that stuff. And stay tuned for the rest of the week. I'm going to let you know what's going on the channel here. I have a new Pokemon TCG online battle coming up. I'm featuring another one of the Break Evolutions from Breakthrough. It's going to be Marowak Break. Of the 3 remaining Break Evolutions I haven't done yet, there's Marowak, Chestnut, and Noivern. I was trying to think, who can I put a cool strategy together with, and I think you'll be interested to see what I've done with Marowak Break. It's a crazy idea, but it works really well in the right situations. So that's going to be tomorrow's video, Marowak Break in the Pokemon TCG Online. The following day is going to be Thursday. It's going to have my team builder for the Omega Ruby double battles. And it's going to be, we've already done the Festive Feud. We're getting back to the traditional videos we've been doing where it's featuring the Pokemon that I've been training over the generations. We're going to see how well they do in the double battles in Omega Ruby. And the following day will be the battles of Omega Ruby. And then Saturday will be the Pokemon X singles. So that's what's coming up on the channel for this week. Kind of the standard format. And some pretty exciting stuff. I can't wait to show off the Marowak Break deck that I put together. It's a crazy idea. Anyways, all that being said, that's going to end off the news update section of the video. Now, let's pop open these 2 booster packs, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins, see what cards I get for my collection, and give you guys the question of the day to get into the running for the code cards to be distributed via the YouTube messaging. Let's begin. So we're going to begin the opening of the booster packs, giving you guys the question of the day for this week. It's going to be, in honor of the announcement of the new format for the 2016 World Championships in Pokemon, what is your favorite legendary or mythical Pokemon? And let me know why it's your favorite. So, talking about either in the video game, or the anime, or the TCG, which is your favorite legendary or mythical Pokemon, and what makes it your favorite? Is it the design? Is it the battle capabilities? I'm talking about the cards. Is it the possible strategies you can put together in a deck using that particular legendary Pokemon card? So leave that in a comment down below, your favorite mythical or legendary Pokemon, with the hashtag QOTD. That way you'll be in the running to receive one of these code cards that I'm about to pull out of these booster packs. So with that out of the way, let's open up the Roaring Skies pack and see which cards I managed to pull out of the pack today. So first, let's sneak the code card aside. Set that off there. And let's see which cards I snag out of this booster pack. Make sure we're nice and focused. Yeah, we're good. So starting off, we have a Dunsparce, a Wurmple, a Tailo, Bagon. You're not focused at all. There we go. And a Pidove. So the uncommons begin with a Latios Spirit Link. We have a Double Dragon Energy, very useful for Dragon Pokemon. Provides 2 of any kind of energy you need, but can only be attached to Dragon types. We also have a Dustox with the Twilight Poison. The reverse foil card is going to be a Dratini, shiny fancy card. And the rare card of the Roaring Skies pack is going to be, an foil Absol. Cursed Eyes ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may move 3 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of his or her Pokemon. This would be useful if you were to play something like AZ or Super Scoop Up. You could then bring Absol back to hand and play it again. The ability will activate, and if you're able to manipulate enough damage counters, you can knock out an opponent's Pokemon right from their bench or the active if they have enough damage already. And the Mach Claw for a Darkness and Colorless Energy. 30 damage, and this attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. So not the most powerful attack, but definitely the ability could come in handy in the right situation. So, next up, we have the Shiny Primal Groudon Ancient Origins pack. So once again, just a reminder, the question of the day that you can leave with a hashtag QOTD in a comment, which is your favorite legendary or mythical Pokemon, and why. So let's make sure we get the code card out first. And we'll put that off to the side. And take a look at which cards come out of this pack. So the commons begin with a Larvesta. We have a Golurk. Not the Golurk I use for the what I call Mega Golurk deck. And a Wooper. Now I like this. It's a fighting type Pokemon card that takes water energy to use. So that's pretty interesting. And a Beldum. And Spinarak is the last common. So next up is the uncommons, beginning with a Flareon, which I was actually looking to get for my Mega Golurk deck. Not bad. So the Flare effect says each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play is now a Fire Pokemon in addition to its existing types. So very useful. You can add Fire. What this actually does, I don't know if I mentioned it or not in my Mega Golurk deck, if you play the Blacksmith card that says you can attach 2 Fire Energy from your discard pile to one of your Fire Pokemon, Flareon makes all of your Stage 1 Pokemon Fire types, so Blacksmith will let you attach Fire Energy to them. So that's very useful. Now, back to the uncommons. We have a Sceptile Spirit Link. Oh, Blade, how awesome you did in the Festive Feud this weekend. Alright, fond memories. Now, the other uncommon, we have Gloom. I feel bad not making a special mention about Gloom after those other 2 cards. You have a very powerful Drool for 30 damage, Gloom. Keep that up. Alright, reverse foil card is Claydol with the Rewind attack. Now I showed this off in one of my kooky strategies of the online TCG. It says you can devolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon and put the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. That's useful if you can actually, well, in conjunction with the Absol, which is buried way under here, I'm probably not going to find it, but if you were to move damage counters to one of your opponent's Pokemon and then de-evolve it to a stage where it has less HP than the current number of damage counters, that would get you a knockout. So definitely a very fancy, useful card. Pretty awesome. Now, without further ado, the rare card of the Ancient Origins pack is a powerful Entei. Actually, okay, I was expecting something not quite as powerful. So, Burning Roar, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are Fire Energy cards, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. And Combat Blaze does 20. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that is the rare, a legendary Entei. So, in fitting with the term legendary, once again, question of the day is going to be, which is your favorite legendary or mythical Pokemon from the world of Pokemon, and why? Leave that in a comment down below, hashtag QOTD, to put you into the running for either of these 2 code cards. Alright, so with that, I'm going to end off this video. Thank you for checking out this particular news video slash booster pack opening. And reminder, tomorrow will be the Marowak Break featured video of the Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, thank you once again for checking out this video, everybody, and I'll catch you next time.